Alright, how we doing? This is vlog number 3. As usual, I try and keep it short, but it goes where it is, where it wants to. I have just a couple of things I want to talk about, but I don't have it set up or organised or anything, which maybe I should do. Definitely for the next one I want to do, I'll have a lot of things specifically put down, but yeah, just at the moment, a couple of things. So this is the first one I've done since the self-isolation, and I don't mind it so much, to be honest. When I've talked with family or close friends and that, I keep saying like it's probably not beneficial, but it hasn't inconvenienced me as much as everyone else, just because I was obviously taking a break from work anyway, and I wanted to try poker as a means of living, and while I can't play any live poker because all the casinos are shut, it's forced me to delve into online poker, which I've never really taken it seriously. I used to play it back in the day, but as I say, not properly. It's a lot easier when you haven't got chips in front of you, real money in front of you, to just go, just be nonchalant with it. But yeah, so started doing that for about a week and a half proper now, and it's gone very well, off to a really good start. I'm not going to go into figures or anything like that, but yeah, very good start. So just carrying on with that, grinding away. All the poker players that play live are having to play online, and yeah, just a lot of bad players are there, so that's good. Very good for us proper poker players. And yeah, the only reason it's taken me so long to actually get properly on with it is because I've been busy doing the room. So yeah, you'll have seen, I know it's a different angle, but anyone who's been watching my last video will know that it's all changed colour. So very happy with that. I still haven't 100% finished yet, but again, being in the self-isolation thing, staying at home all the time, means it's just got nothing better to do, so finish it off when I'm not grinding it online. I've just got a door and a skirting board to finish off. I've been obviously done all the walls and everything else. The fireplace behind me, I don't know if you can see that light. Just finished painting that, putting in a few little patterns. Happy with that. Nothing else really. There's a couple of extra things I've been thinking about doing, which I wasn't going to do at the start, but again, being indoors for as long as we probably are going to be all the time in the world, might as well just do a few extra things just to keep busy and pad it out. But yeah, as I say, I really don't mind it too much at the moment. I know in a couple, we don't know how long this is going to go on. If it goes on for 3 months, I shall be tearing my hair out by the end of it. But yeah, still for the moment, I'm not really too fussed. I've never been like a massively social person. I enjoy it obviously, but yeah, when you play poker and stuff, you're used to having to sacrifice things. Like Friday nights, never went out to gigs because the best game of the week was on a Friday at wherever I was playing at the time. And yeah, anyway, I don't want to ramble on too much about that. Yeah, it's great poker. Don't talk about it, mention it again. Yeah, just all about the room and that really. So there was one thing I wanted to get on with today to talk about, which I thought, and this is actually for the people's benefit. I know with the other 2 videos I've been saying about, it's just for me to look back on, and while that is true, with this particular subject I wanted to mention is for other people. It's not for me, it's for other people. So yeah, anyone watching, take away from it what you will. But again, this is just my opinion. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing completely factual about it. I guess this is just what I came across. So I just wanted to have a quick chat about what to say to someone when they've gone through losing a child, because there were a couple of things I didn't like at the time when they happened, and yeah, so pretty much everyone just goes with the same either two things of there's nothing I can say, which is fine. That's really cool, and I'm really sorry to hear that, which again is fine. They're sort of just like the go-to answers, which is great because yeah, you don't really want to get into too much detail when you first talk to someone after this happens. But yeah, there were a couple of things that a couple of people said, which, like I say, I'm not having a go at you. It's just when I read them for the first couple of times, it didn't sit well with me. And while I appreciate they're coming from a good place, and I appreciate that, this is kind of why I'm doing it. You don't know what to say to someone, but there were a couple of things that I found a bit not as good. So if you pick up from this, and then in the future, if you ever have to talk to anyone who goes from this fucking horrible tragedy ever, then maybe think about what I've said and avoid saying about a couple of things. The other thing I'll very quickly say before I get onto them is I did think about like saying who it was who like using names, because both the two people involved have very common names. So I thought like, well, I'm not naming them specifically, so anyone like who knows me and my friends, like they don't know if it was that person or that person or that person. But yeah, there are other details that will come up that could actually kind of like pin down who it is. And again, I don't give a shit anymore about anything, because yeah. So but I'll still try and be nice, and yeah, I don't want to like publicly embarrass anyone or anything. So yeah, I did think about that, but I'm not going to do it. So the first thing that I think is not a good idea when you talk to someone about who's going through what gone through is don't mention your own kids. It just, yeah, like especially when it's right at the beginning. So yeah, I got a message off of one friend, and they have a or more daughters, and so it was like, I can't imagine what you're going through, I'm a dad myself, I've got these two daughters, and it's just like, especially as I say, when this is like a couple of days after it happened or something, it's like, I don't want to hear about your kids, like your alive kids at all, because mine's gone. So, as much, again, I'm not having a go, I see where you're trying to come from, but yeah, it really didn't make me feel good when I got that message. Like, all the other things they said were fine, but yeah, just don't want to hear about it. Do not want to hear about your kids. Yeah, it's as I say, it's just how I feel. Some people might feel differently. It just didn't sit well with me. Another thing, going on a little side stream here, but like, and again, I know this is really awful to say, like, I accept this, probably make me sound a bit of a twat. Again, I just don't care anymore, but yeah, like, so some people, when they come up, people like who have had like a miscarriage, when the baby's not been born, and they've come up to me and said, oh, I know what it's like, I lost a child, like, we were 5 months pregnant and then something happened and it disappeared. And it's like, again, I appreciate where you're coming from, but to me it's not the same, like, at all, because like, although it is the loss of a child, like, you it's a lot easier to see, I don't like using these terms at all, but yeah, you haven't like seen it, you haven't seen it grow, you can't, you don't have to assign a face, you haven't got a face that you can assign to everything, and like, imagine them growing up and getting school uniforms and things like that, like, yeah, just, again, that doesn't quite hold weight with me. It might with other people. I just want to keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it, this is just my opinion. I'm sorry if like you don't like it or anything. Yeah, so that's one thing. And then the other thing, which is a bit worse, I've got to say, I think, someone else messaged us and said how long time, long time, haven't spoken to you in ages, blah blah blah. This person's always also a parent. And then when they said, so I think, to be honest, I think you're really brave still being around right now, or words to that effect, i.e. if that were me, if that was me, I don't know how I could still be alive right now. That kind of thing, which again is just like, yeah, okay, I accept you speaking from the heart, and maybe I haven't worded it quite as well as you wanted to, but like, just don't be taught anything with suicidal kind of undertones is just not good. Like, I mean, I might not have even have thought about that, and then if you send me something like that in a message, that might, or someone else in a message, that might get them thinking, fucking hell, I didn't think about that, but yeah, this is really shit, maybe I should just fucking do myself in. Like, it's just, really don't bring anything up in that kind of area. Especially because, like, and yeah, I can remember at least one time that me and Penny's mum like said, in sort of passing, just, I don't know what I'd do. Like when she was alive, if something ever happened to her, like, I'd just kill myself. Like, there'd just be no fucking point. Like, we both said that. And if you haven't gone through it, like, you might think that as well. You just think, like, fucking hell, this is this thing that I've loved more than anything in the world, and it's gone, and so what's the fucking point? But, there is still a point. You've got parents, you've got siblings, you've got friends, like, who rely on you, who, yeah, like, you can't let them down. You got to be around for them. I don't know, but yeah, that's the second thing. So yeah, don't just don't say anything like that. I remember saying that I mentioned this briefly at an Andy's Man Club meeting, and as soon as I said that second one, like, just the sharp intake of breath from at least 5 or 6 other people, like, God, I can't believe they said anything like that. But again, if you're ever watching this, feel free to message me privately if you want, but like, I'm not going to go at you. It's just, I didn't find that very helpful at the time. I don't think most parents would find that very helpful at the time. Hell, it might even be something that fucking throws someone over the edge. So it's just don't say anything like that. So yeah, that was sort of what I wanted to get off today. My next vlog that I'm going to do will be very specifically about Penny. About just things that I wanted to say about her, and yeah, just so that's what that'll be about. So that will be a bit more planned of the things that I want to say, and might be a bit longer, unfortunately. But yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well with whatever they're doing at home, and yeah, just remember, like, as bad as it is right now, staying at home, like, we've still got each other. You can still video chat, you can still message, yeah, and you might think that you're in the really bad place being at home, stuck with your family, but at least you've got your family. You've always got your family, so don't take it for granted, however tough this ends up being, however long it goes on for. That's it. I'll shut up. Cheers, thanks a lot, and yeah, see you soon.